Vrindavan, nestled on the banks of the Yamuna River, resonates with the divine love of Radha and Krishna. This ancient city, with its labyrinthine streets and sacred temples, is a living testament to the enduring power of faith and devotion. The air is thick with the scent of incense and the sound of temple bells, creating an atmosphere that feels almost otherworldly. It is a city steeped in Hindu mythology, a place where time seems to stand still. The stories of Radha and Krishna are not just tales of the past but are woven into the very fabric of daily life here. Every corner of Vrindavan whispers secrets of ancient lore, and every stone seems to have a story to tell. Yet beneath this spiritual veneer lies a stark reality: the lives of thousands of widows who call Vrindavan home. These women, often dressed in simple white saris, are a stark contrast to the vibrant colors of the city. Their presence is a silent testament to the harsh societal norms that have pushed them to the margins. These women, often ostracized by their families, seek solace and spiritual sanctuary in this holy city. For many, Vrindavan is both a refuge and a prison. They come here in search of peace, but the reality of their existence is often one of hardship and isolation. Despite this, they find strength in their shared experiences and in the rituals that bring them together. Their presence adds a poignant layer to Vrindavan's vibrant tapestry, raising questions about tradition, societal norms, and the plight of women in India. As the city continues to evolve, the stories of these widows serve as a powerful reminder of the need for compassion and change. They are not just victims of circumstance, but are resilient individuals who have found a way to survive and find meaning in a world that has often turned its back on them. Traditional Hindu beliefs dictate a life of asceticism for widows. They are expected to renounce earthly pleasures and dedicate themselves to prayer and religious rituals. Widows are often seen as inauspicious, their presence associated with bad luck. This societal perception forces many to abandon their homes and seek refuge in holy cities like Vrindavan and Varanasi. Here they lead a life of austerity, their days filled with chanting hymns, begging for alms, and seeking solace in shared grief. The lives of widows in Vrindavan are fraught with challenges. These women, often abandoned by their families or left alone after the death of their husbands, find themselves in a city that is both a sanctuary and a prison. The streets of Vrindavan echo with their silent cries, their stories of loss and resilience. Many arrive with little or no resources, forced to rely on the charity of temples and ashrams for survival. These institutions provide a lifeline, offering meals and basic necessities, but the aid is often insufficient. The struggle for daily sustenance is a constant battle, and the queues for food handouts are a stark reminder of their precarious existence. They often live in cramped, unsanitary conditions, vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. The housing provided is usually inadequate, with many widows sharing small, poorly maintained rooms. The lack of privacy and basic amenities exacerbates their suffering, making their lives even more difficult. Malnutrition and lack of health care are rampant. Many widows suffer from chronic illnesses, exacerbated by poor living conditions and inadequate nutrition. Access to medical care is limited, and the healthcare facilities available are often under-resourced and overwhelmed. The physical toll on their bodies is immense, and many struggle to find the strength to carry on. The emotional toll of isolation, coupled with the stigma attached to their status, creates a sense of profound despair. These women are often ostracized by society, seen as inauspicious and burdensome. The loneliness they experience is palpable, and the lack of social support only deepens their sense of desolation. Their white saris, symbolic of renunciation, become a uniform of sorrow, reflecting the harsh realities of their existence. These garments, meant to signify purity and devotion, instead highlight their marginalization and suffering. The widows of Vrindavan live lives marked by hardship and sorrow, their stories a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity. Amidst these hardships, rays of hope emerge from the efforts of NGOs working tirelessly to empower these marginalized women. Organizations like the Guild of Service and Maitri India provide vocational training, healthcare facilities, and legal aid. These initiatives aim to instill a sense of dignity and self-reliance amongst the widows. Through education and skill development programs, they are given a chance to break free from the cycle of poverty and dependence. Over the years, there has been a gradual shift in societal attitudes towards widows in India. The younger generation, influenced by modern education and global perspectives, is challenging age-old traditions. The rise of social media has given a voice to the voiceless, bringing to light the plight of widows and sparking conversations about their rights and well-being. However, progress is slow, and deep-rooted prejudices continue to cast a long shadow on their lives. Section 6. A complex tapestry. The story of Vrindavan's widows is a complex tapestry woven with threads of faith, despair, resilience, and hope. While some may view their existence as a form of devout sacrifice, others see it as a consequence of societal injustice. There are no easy answers, no simple solutions. The debate rages on. Is Vrindavan a sanctuary of spiritual solace or a symbol of neglect and abandonment? Section 7. Beyond the Veil. To understand the lives of these women, one must look beyond the veil of tradition and delve into their individual stories. Each wrinkle on their faces tells a tale of loss, resilience, and quiet strength. Their songs of devotion are often tinged with a melancholic beauty, reflecting the bittersweet symphony of their lives. By listening to their voices, we gain a deeper understanding of their struggles, their hopes, and their unwavering faith. Section 8. A choice or an obligation. The question remains, do these women choose a life of renunciation, or are they compelled by societal pressures and lack of alternatives? In many cases, the death of a husband leaves these women with limited options. Cultural norms and economic hardships often push them towards a life of seclusion and spiritual devotion. For some, Vrindavan offers a sense of community and belonging, a refuge from the harsh realities of the outside world. Here, they find solace in shared experiences and mutual support. The ashrams provide not just a roof over their heads but also a sense of purpose and a place where they can engage in meaningful activities. For others, it represents a life sentence of poverty and social exclusion. The lack of financial independence and societal support leaves them vulnerable and marginalized. Begging becomes a means of survival, and the temple steps a place of silent suffering. The line between choice and obligation becomes blurred, leaving us to grapple with the complexities of their situation. Are they truly choosing this path, or is it the only path available to them? The answer is not straightforward. It is a mix of personal choice, societal expectations, and economic necessity. Understanding their plight requires us to look beyond the surface and delve into the deeper socio-cultural and economic factors at play. Section 9. The unanswered question. As the sun sets over Vrindavan, casting long shadows across the holy city, the question lingers: what does the future hold for these women? Will they continue to live in the margins of society, or will they find true liberation and empowerment? The answer lies not in judgment or simplistic solutions, but in empathy, understanding, and a collective effort to create a more just and equitable society for all.